Hey, guess what? We're live, guys. So there isn't as many guys on here as I was going to say, but we still got the old guy here, the local hillbilly West Virginia redneck, or us going to be Mr. Dungeon. And then we got the oldest of us all, old curmudgeon himself. We got Mr. Gerry from Gerry's Old Guy Review.
Get out of there.
And we got our typical Alex, Nothing Stock 83.
What's up, everyone?
And for those that y'all don't know him, there's this old damn dope piney bastard up here or down here. There's Earle.
What up?
Jason's is it Earle's RC now? Is that
That's what it's saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was making sure. And then we got my brother from another mother that him and Alex were on my very first lives with me. We got Jaden.
Hey, everyone.
Howdy, everybody in the chat. I see Bill's in here. Oz was in here a little bit. There's Mr. K-Sean. Earl's running both duties, running in the chat and on the live. But I figured, Gerry was liking so much having a good time there the other night that I figured we'd have him back, maybe start doing like a little spin off of the RC New Folks podcast called the RC Old Folks Podcast. Brought to you by Metamucil and Ovaltine.
Mess around. I got Ovaltine upstairs.
Don't forget THC.
Yeah. Those of you that can, don't forget to stay medicated. Those of you that can't, well, sorry.
Sorry to hear your luck.
Yep. So what y'all been into this week? Anything cool?
I just been working on my clothes when I can squeeze it in.
There you go. I know Alex has been working on something pretty cool. And I see that Dungeon's about got the interior in his brat.
Yeah, it's getting there. It's I got the lights done on it tonight.
I hear you. Oh man, look, see, I told you, dude. Every time them fuckers come by another truck, they get that damn ghost. Look, they're green. Look, they're green. It's haunted.
Fancy green.
Damn.
Halloween green.
Did you say as bright as his head? That's sweet, dude.
Yeah.
It came out pretty good for a build out of parts.
Hey, I'm telling you what. I like that truck. I've liked it ever since the first time I saw it. And I saw it somewhere in the 304 group or something other than on your page. I know that.
Mark bought that one brand new as the kit.
Yeah.
He's in the Clay Canola group too, Mark Larson.
Uh-huh.
And I got it off of him because he had like 3 of them.
Hell yeah.
And he sold me that one that he got for a pretty good deal, but it's got all the upgrades on it already. It had the metal axles and links and
right.
Man, I tell you, the parts for those Charismas are expensive though. My gosh.
Yeah.
The inner fender kit was $50 for this thing, man, and it's just Lex and inner fenders that I modified.
Right. What's up, RC Grady? Yeah. Bill says that's your worm hunting rig with all them bright lights. They do a good job.
I got 6 of them on there right now, but there's 6 more that needs hooked up, and then the headlights. I don't got those wired, and I don't got the tail lights in it and turn signals and all that yet. But
now, what module you use usually whenever you do a light kit? Do you get one of them ones from AliExpress, or you get name brand, or?
No, I built my own.
Right. Now, do you have control of them with the remote or anything, or?
Yeah, I take a servo board and just modify it and run a power to one of my switches. And you can just basically make an on and off switch with the servo board with your transmitter. Same way with like a winch. Like they make those winches with like the relay switch in between.
Really?
Yeah.
It's just
Well,
cheaper.
get away.
Right here's the servo I use. There's the gut. Because all you need is the servo board. I gutted a servo that stripped out,
Right.
and all you need is the servo board to use as like a three-way switch. You know,
Right.
because you got left, right, and neutral. So I make my winch controllers now out of old strip servos because all you need is the circuit board.
Right. So whenever you make a servo winch out of a servo, is that you just wire straight into the board and do it that way? You gotta fix it where it'll rotate all the way around and shit. But
you've got to remove something. I've never actually taken a standard servo and made a servo winch. I just use the board for the switch for the light, so you can shut them on and off.
I got you.
And then you just heat shrink it or whatever waterproofing you want to put on it. And,
yeah.
You know, if you've got burn up old servos, you've got plenty of free basic switches that, you know what I mean? The Ally Express charges, I think, $7 to $15 for those boards. So
yeah, I saw earlier today. I think like $7.49 and like $8, something like that, $8.30 something or other.
Basically, you're just making this right here. That's just basically what you're making right there. You just take your board for your servo, and you just you need a power in the ground, and then you need a signal wire running in between here and plug that in. And I use JST plugs because they're smaller, and you can power whatever. You can control a winch with that. You can control light modules, and it's small. It don't take up any room.
Yeah. What's up, Stay Small? How you doing? How's the service? You able to hear us all right?
On this.
Stay Small's in. He's out camping, so he don't have very good service. Next up in line, we got Mr. Earle, because I want y'all to check this sucker out. What he's been... Oh, shit. My bad. Wrong one. Wrong button. Y'all don't let me have the damn mic for some reason, or the control. Oh, wait a minute. I shouldn't have hit that medicine.
Jeez.
I forgot. There you are, Earl. Sorry.
Okay.
What's up, Jeremy T? What's going on, brother? Now, tell us what that is, Earl, after you get done showing it.
It is a SCX24 C10 length. It's the stock chassis. It has the Mias nylon axles.
Hell yeah.
Endurance 11K servo. It's got this what is it? IMOD. Yeah.
IMOD.
Yeah, 3600 kV motor. Front forward facing brushless motor. And I got an AM32 speed controller, brushless speed controller up underneath the battery tray.
Yep. That thing's little. I'll show y'all what it looks like here in a minute.
Got the swamp balls on it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I like the small balls. Those are good tires.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's running really good.
Yeah. All right. Well, seeing how he's been behaving and being such a good old man, we'll let Gerry go next.
What? I haven't been working on anything in the workshop.
Oh, you haven't? Well, why not?
No, I'm starting to.
That's
because
the Cross RC, right?
What's that?
That's the Cross RC rig, right? The 6x6.
The NT6. Yeah, this is the bed for it, which is just good thick.
Yeah, I was looking at that. What's that thing weigh, Rick?
I mean, I get my knife out, to get ready for painting on it tomorrow. And I mean, they trim everything. I couldn't find hardly anything to trim down that I was going to notice when I. Yeah, that's just some fiber hair. But their attention to detail and the quality you get for compared to the dirty T word on their 6.
Yeah.
I mean,
how far is Cross from us? Because they're over in Ohio, ain't they?
What's that?
Isn't Cross RC in Ohio?
That's where their U.S. branch is. You have to check to make sure that what you're looking for is actually there.
Right.
But I just looked today, and because I've got brass, I've got some wheel extenders and stuff coming for it, and I got some brass sitting from Cross, and slow boat's the name of the game because right now the prices for just a few brass, probably a box this big,
right?
You can get it quicker for $19, or if you want it fast, $200. So
I like slow and low. That is the tempo.
Yeah, that shipping. They weren't lying about the shipping.
I'm a child of the 80s, 80s white boy rap, slow and low, Beastie Boys. Right.
I have to have the tracking number. That's the only thing that will chat me is when I ordered this, they didn't send me any tracking information. It just showed up at the house.
Oh, hell.
But I will say, I'll probably mention it on my Friday video, but 110 Rod Shop, they had some issues too getting some products, and I waited over 2 months for my parts, and they sent me a 20% off.
Right.
So, hey, I don't care how long it takes, but when you promise me something and you make it right.
Yeah.
They're
That's the thing,
good company.
If they keep their word and they try to fix the problem as fastly as they can, and it takes them a little bit, as long as they still keep their word, that means a lot,
Well, and I'm going to have to get a video of that because Dungeon and I talked about those. It's the extender for the hauler.
Oh, yeah.
And they're pretty beefy parts. So we're going to see the rest of the summer now. I'm going to start driving it more. It makes it over 11 inches wider, so you can put anything on it.
Good Lord.
Oh, yeah, I got my optic on it right now. There it is. It's right there.
Yeah. And that optic's all the way on there, and it's got room to spare on it.
Yep. And for the price, come on, Traxxas. I mean, T word.
Don't be cussing on my podcast.
What? They haven't released anything new for that truck. It's ridiculous. With everything that people have talked about, what? Come on. You make aftermarket parts for all of your vehicles and nothing for that truck.
Yeah.
I heard they were talking about doing a high trail version of the actual hauler.
Oh, man.
Are you kidding? Really?
No, I heard it around the way. I was talking to some people, and I just kind of heard around the way a little bit that they're supposedly maybe working on a high trail, but it may only be a snap-on edition. So, you know what that'll cost? Probably $10,000. You know what I mean?
Yeah, same thing as these pliers I got over here. Yeah, probably 15.
One of my customers.
Seriously though.
Yeah. Well, guys, we got Mr. Jaden. We're gonna let him go next. I'll go last. Let him show off what he's got. He's been doing some pretty cool stuff.
I started this weekend with this project.
That was the one I was really hoping you showed first.
Yeah. This is kind of the newest project of my Power Wagon builds. It's a shorter cab C10 wheel-based Power Wagon that's going to be a wrecker. So when I get the actual wrecker stanchion and arm and the dually axles for it, I'm going to modify the bed to be extended.
Right.
I've also got some body spots to fill in with some Tamiya putty to mold it enough because it kind of sticks out a little wider in the rear.
There you go.
And then I'm going to paint it 3 different colors because it's going to get a dull red, and then it's going to have wet sanding over it, and then a rust kind of colored orange, and then the same thing, and then the final color, and then sanded, and then ultra matte finished.
There you go.
Sanded in deeper areas to kind of give off a rustic patina look to it is the idea for that. And I just want to try different paint ideas. That's that one, and then the
Show Fury. I was going to say show Fury so you can see what you can actually.
The other one here is Fury, and Fury was the other project I had. This thing took about a year and a half. I started out, of course, buying the regular model, and everything I've upgraded has kind of been pretty expensive. It's got the PureTech Komodo. It's got a Micro 55, which I think I'm going to take the 55 from this and put a Smart 179 in here if I can, and then put the 55 in the smaller, shorter cab variant. And that smaller one will get a Micro Komodo. But then it's got in the back a functional winch.
Hell yeah.
Which I have set up on my remote here for this little button here. So right now was kind of pushed in. So that would have definitely ran the motor dry or burnt it out because that's pulling the winch in. That's not fun. But then it's also got custom made anti-aircraft lights that actually work. They actually shine a little bit in the front to give it that effect, and they're dull. And then it's got a bright light bar.
Show the winch again. Bill, Arizona Desert Rider, wanted to see that again.
It's the Warm 9.5 Ti 10th scale.
Okay. All right. What's up, Coffee Cup? Yeah, that's what he was that's probably what he was looking at to see what size it was and what it was.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. You have the tank around?
No, that one's back at home, and I've got some things going on at home right now.
Okay. Well, you're going to have to come on the next one and be able to show it off because I want Gerry to see that tank, all the stuff you've done to it.
Oh, yeah. The next time I get on one of these, I'll definitely have that. It's just, right now I'm away from home, and it's very little that I can carry away from home.
Right. Yeah, and you don't want to carry a big old tank around, too.
Yeah, I messed up and didn't do what I was supposed to as a pet parent, and so now I got to replace carpet.
Yeah, you'll have that. Well,
how big's the tank?
What is it?
How big's the tank?
It's a 16th scale Tiger 1.
Nice.
Yeah, it's painted 2 different colors. It's painted dark yellow and desert tan to mimic Tiger 131.
Well, I haven't shown it on my channel yet, but I got my. Get out of the way, you meatheads.
Hold on, Gerry.
Oh, I got my Bradleys. My Bradleys. I haven't done the camo yet, but.
Oh, that's sweet. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's a good looking Bradley.
I'm in the process of building a Mato 16th scale Tiger 1.
Man, that's sweet.
Yeah.
And it actually, for a cheap one, for an AliExpress special, because now they're outrageous. They're like, they want to ship $300 for a $200 vehicle, but I was waiting to paint the green because I had it out playing, and I can actually, even with just the green on it. Oh, so I guess I lied. I have been working on something. I can actually drive it between the bushes and stuff, and it looks pretty camouflaged.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, we'll discuss more when I actually show it on the channel.
Right. Thanks for.
I'm doing
I
too
have
much
a
playing.
mod I wanted to show off.
All right, Alex.
That's
What
what
do
I
you
was
got?
doing.
So,
The
What do you
camouflage.
got? What you been working on?
right now I'm working on some T-word axles.
What are those?
These are the
Diamond cut.
Endura Diamonds, I believe.
Yeah, show the where the yoke comes in. You know, the drive shaft goes in and stuff. That's what I was looking at earlier. Centered
Yeah,
up instead of being,
Yeah.
yeah.
Now, what are those going on?
Those are going on a build for you and a build for Earl.
Come on now.
Yeah,
No, you don't.
yeah,
Come on now. Yeah, I know.
You can do it.
I know.
yeah.
I mean, it ain't like we're gonna see it on your channel or anything.
That's a good looking.
Hey, you're not going to see it on my channel, but I'm only going to show at that angle right now.
Ah, damn it, man.
Nice.
Damn it, man. I should have started buttering you up for this a little bit earlier and figuring out a way to get him to do it.
No,
No.
because there's only a select few people that know what's going on with the rest of it.
Right.
And that's how it's going to be for a little while.
Yeah. Well, the one of them that knew chickened out, he was afraid he was going to get asked, so he didn't come on the show tonight. You know, Waffles. And if you're listening, Waffles, while you're driving, no YouTubing and driving, sir. All right. Well, I guess I'll show you what all I've been doing, a little bit of. As soon as I figure out where I'm at, there I am. Oh, I'm here in West Virginia. That's where I'm at. Yeah, I think. So, you all know that you can take cab off of this chassis. I've showed you all that, right? And it's still a chassis. Well, everybody's been giving me hell because I've got all these Class 3 trucks and don't have any Class 2, or stock trucks. Well, now I do.
I like that.
And I don't have the interior in it yet, or back in it, because I've been doing some work on it. But that's sandwich
Yep.
with the NSCRC 3D printed BOA mount with way too big a battery. I know. It's got the Spectrum Firma motor in it that everybody says is junk. Everybody says it's junk. It's not. The ESC is shit. Worst thing they've ever come out with. For a crawler, especially. That's hooked to a regular stock transmission, Metal Gear transmission. It's running the X15s, of course, the same head on it. But this is the AM32 that Earl has in that one he was just showing that you can get on AliExpress and get for under $15.
Yep.
Yeah.
But you got to get the programmer, know how to program it and stuff. But look how small it is.
Yep.
So the only reason
And
this is I took it
it's
out yesterday playing around in the creek, and I got something wet or something. I don't know, but I wanted to try this stuff.
What's the difference between your Class 2 and 3 in those? Just having a body on it, then, or?
Yeah, well, the body on it, and I'd have to put smaller tires on it. I think it has to have a bumper, which I saved the bumper whenever I cut them off. That way I could move them up if I needed to.
Okay, I wasn't sure about that with the 24 scale.
Well, and I really haven't been in it enough to figure it out, but I got it closer no matter what. But this ESC you can program for what? What'd you say, Earl? For how something that takes 40 amp. So
Yeah, it's a 45 or 40 amp ESC, 2S or 4S capable.
right. So I could really turn this motor for one.
Yeah. I don't know if it's 65 amp is the max burst it gives,
Right.
but it works pretty damn good. I like it.
Now
It's
the
quiet.
interior, yeah. What's that?
The ESC is really quiet.
Yeah, it is. I'll show you here in a second. Now on the interior, I got my seat back is a Confederate flag, and it's got 2 people in it with the Spectrum Firma cardboard box as the floorboard, steering wheel. I got my EX Lewis RC traction boards. I got some scale stuff, thanks from Wild Trails Carl. And Gavin the chicken in the back with the shovel. The BOA also dungeon makes it a class 3. Stuff's coming back.
I wasn't sure if it was the same rules in the 24 scale as it is in the 10s, or
It's Sorka rules. They are pretty much.
okay.
Now, you know, I think, from what I understand anyway.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm running the 6 kg ramp clamp servo bill is what I'm running on it, and it does pretty good. But I did up a little few stickers on it. Did the Cracker Company coal mine logo on the side. Somebody put a damn sticker over top of it. Sons of bitches. Shout out Family Crawlers. Yeah, it's the number 187 rig on the coal mine. Got a mofo back glass. You can see it there.
I love the chicken.
Oh yeah. Yep. Got the chicken. You always gotta have a wheel and chicken. Shout out to it, RC. Yeah, in Georgia.
You get hungry, you can crack some eggs out on the trail.
Either that or that some bitch screws you up, you can fry it or cook that some bitch up real quick too.
Yeah, one or the other.
Yeah, buddy. It don't take long to skin a chicken. No, it's not no rooster, Bill. That's
it's a hen, I thought.
Over there in the other seat. I didn't pry it out of the other seat. It's the one that rides in the hell buggy. But yeah. And I'll tell you what, the weight of this thing does make a difference being higher up center of gravity. But I actually did a good job of fitting this one pretty good, even if I had to cut it. But it's getting there.
Yeah, I like it.
I think it looks real good. I had the dent side Ford body that he sent me, but I didn't want to cut it up anymore. Try to make it stay as whole as I can. 76, 77.
Well, yeah. As long as it's a Ford.
Huh?
As long as it's a Ford.
That's right.
You know it.
I don't want. I got to sleep sometime, and they tag on this damn body. Alex is someone on the giveaway rusting up so bad I can't even sleep. I hear it all the time.
You got the wrong vehicle there, bud. Fords are the ones you can't sleep because you hear them rusting.
Buddy, I'll tell you. As soon as I figure out what the fuck I do, but hold on. There it is. I mean, you know, the son bitch is rusting plumb out.
That's like, a Chevy for you.
I'm telling you, bud. There. I mean, you know? Got the bed about done. Our tree fell on the tailgate. Still works, sort of. It's shut. But we're not going to let it shut. once we get done with it.
What wheelbase is that on?
This is the one that was on Rust Bucket whenever I first got Rust Bucket. So it's Gen 7.
So 12.3 wheelbase then.
So
that's a 12.3 wheelbase then.
It's a little bit over 12.3, but yeah. What they did is they cut the front bumper mount and the rear bumper mount down to get this body to fit. All right, Earl. That's you. But yeah, there's how long it is. And damn, that don't look bad.
No.
I hadn't looked at it both together yet. Wow, trying to do this backwards in the fucking in the screen is fun.
Do you have the grill and stuff for it?
Huh?
Do you have the grill and stuff for it too?
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's not done all the way yet, so I'm not going to show all of it. But
okay.
Missing the headlight lens. Oh, sorry, over here.
So that's like a new bright body then.
Yeah. It's a new bright. It's exactly what it is.
Okay, that's what I thought.
What did you paint that chrome with?
Same thing some old hillbilly would, or some old coon ass from down there in Louisiana.
It's house paint?
Yeah. Hey, my cousin really did paint a square body like that one time. But when you talk about a 30-foot paint job, up until you got close enough to where you could see the roller tracks in it, it looked awesome. I mean, two-tone paint job, pinstripe, and everything.
Well, I'm going to tell you, North Pole, Alaska should be hillbilly south because
they
are
y'all
pretty
ain't had to
fun.
have a damn sticker or nothing up there, do you?
What's that?
I said, y'all don't even have to run an inspection sticker or nothing up there, do you?
Oh, no, we don't. You know, if your windshield is still together, you don't ever have to replace it. But right here, I've seen many trucks sitting outside my building that have been painted with this.
Oh, yeah. Probably with Rust-Oleum or Rust-Oleum mold base.
A roller or a little roller would have been a little nicer to do, but come on.
Yeah. And just make sure you don't use a heavy nap roller because it's going to leave more tracks the heavier nap you have.
And rubberized or truck bed liner.
Oh yeah. You coat everything with that shit, just like
popular.
Hey, I have a buddy painted his Camaro with them turbo cans, and he just won 3rd place at a car show a week ago.
Damn.
Yeah, 2K clear over that Rust-Oleum turbo can and cut and bucket. You couldn't tell, man. And he paints professionally. He painted it with rattle cans, if that tells you anything.
Who remembers Earl Scheib?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
here's my Earl Scheib.
Yeah.
My Rust-Oleum camo job.
Bill said to make sure that that if you do paint anything, keep the vinyl paint away from anything that's going to catch on fire because latex paint is not fireproof. Tell us how you know, Bill. Tell us how you know. Because I figured it out the same way you did, probably. Stinky smoke, too. So, but yeah, I had to paint over that chrome. I mean, we can't let him have no LTZ model. It can't be the good one. Can't have the chrome and the leather.
Hey, tell Dungeon to quit showing off the shop towels.
Yeah. What you got going on there? Damn, that's how much you shortened that?
Oh, yeah. With the headline right up, it shortens that much.
Damn.
It's a C10 based, so I had to take 22 millimeters out of it.
out of the cab.
Yeah, and then I've got to extend the bed width-wise with this, which is actually the same width
Yeah,
as the
right.
plastic. But
Now, how do you get the stuff to body fill in? What do you use to fill in your cracks on the outside that you got to sand?
that will be Tamiya model putty to fill in the holes and
Right,
everything.
okay.
That cutting
It
is
sticks to the plastic pretty good.
perfect. But for sealing it back together, I use this stuff,
Oh yeah.
which is
Yeah.
just literally pipe
Plastic cement. Yeah.
Yeah. It did wonders for the cab. It'll do wonders for the bed.
Right. Well, I was just wondering what you used to on the outside of it that was going to be shown. You know what I mean?
Oh,
That's actually
it's still
stuck
got a ton.
to the
It's still
plastic.
got a ton before I can attach stuff like the mirrors or the glass or things. Because I've got to. What I've got to do is I've got to sand down all of this glue that's on the inside that sealed it after it's completely cured, and then I also have to model putty and let that dry, and then after that I gotta paint it. So it's probably going to be 2 or 3 months before it's done with the box.
Right. Like glue, Bill. What he's talking about. He was asking if you use it like sealer coat or glue. But you can get.
If you're working on like plumbing, it's that type of glue that you'd use
Yeah,
on heavy duty piping for pressures.
Um,
It holds up to 180 psi.
Right. And there's a lot of people say that you can't paint plastic without doing it. You can. I got pieces of PMAX's original body. It's been painted 50,000 different colors. And it doesn't scratch off if you use the correct end coat on it. It doesn't scratch off.
This has paint on it. It's got oil-based paint. It's got regular.
It's oil-based paint. Okay.
Like that's what the tan is acrylic-based paint, and then it's got ultra matte Krylon finish, which again should be acrylic-based paint.
Right.
It's held up for the last year and a half, no problems.
That's wild.
And that's the same body material as this ABS.
Yeah. You've had that truck for ever since I've known you. And
I was still working on that one when we started hanging out.
Right.
I think I had just gotten the TCRC anodized axles when we started hanging out. These ones, actually.
Like right here, I've got PMAX's original body that I'll show you. It don't crack or nothing whenever this stuff's bent. I mean, seriously. It doesn't crack off. That's all on the outside. There's some on the inside too, but
yeah, Flex sand's pretty good.
I mean, it doesn't come off. It doesn't crack. This thing's been painted like this since at least 6 or 8 months. And y'all know how I drive. I can't. So it's rolling over on rocks everywhere. Just got to make sure that you sand that body up, rough it up pretty good. You know, like down to a 400 or 500 grit. A little bit.
Oh yeah.
Lower of a grit paper compared to what
this
you would
one
with
probably not with this one. Probably like a 6 or a 800 grit should do it just fine. Just enough to rough up the surface to where you can
make sure you clean it real good.
Ridges and everything, because you want that paint to grab.
Yeah.
That helps.
What do you got to say? What you been working on? Anything? Mr. Dungeon, you been working on anything?
No. Well, I just put my blazer up. I was taking the battery out of it.
Right. So, how bad did you tear up the Bronco whenever you rolled it?
It trashed it. It crashed the body. I mean, it busted the tail lights out of it and busted the rear bumper. I had to cut the bumper ends off the rear bumper and rebuild the tail light. And I just used some. I don't know if you've ever seen that. You can get on Amazon and buy hot melt glue stick that's black, but it's actually recycled zip ties that they kind of form into the hot glue stick, and if you've got a high temp, you can actually like pour that. You can actually, I use that to reform the whole rear taillights in that Bronco body and rebuild the whole thing. So I could put the taillights assemblies and stuff back. Yeah, it's upstairs. I took it out and ran it for almost 3.5 hours on that video I posted the other day, and I had to take the fender flares off because it busted the fender flares in half, and I made those fender flares to bolt in to do away with the actual flare. I just made like an off-road type fender.
Right.
I have a comment here that says you use it like a sealer coat or a glue. Who is
Yeah,
that?
he was actually. It's Bill was asking. I told him it was like a glue, wasn't it?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Now,
So-
Earl,
Well,
there's the two fellas on here's panel that you need to ask about that big truck you're looking at.
his video's done. Tell me everything I need to know
Well, okay.
for the most part, and I watch him beat the snot out of him. So what more do I need to ask?
Right. I got you. He's wanting one of those like your old Bronco, except he's getting the Jeep.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get the Jeep.
The
You talking about
Cherokee,
the HB?
Yeah, the V2.
Yeah, they're tough, man.
Yeah, I don't know if I want the differential. I think I could probably just get the first version with the locking. It's already locked, where I don't need the differential shifting in and out. You know, I think
I'd get the V1. The servos on the V2 aren't very good.
Yeah, that's what you were saying. I was thinking I'm
I
gonna get the V1.
I had to go through and replace the 2-speed shift servo with that Endura. Actually, I'm pretty impressed with this Endura waterproof. I don't know, 7 kilogram. I don't know. It was a steel geared servo that came in this for the.
Has it got two
For like
screws
the-
on each side of the mount?
No, it's a 1 screw on. I think it was a 1 screw. Yeah, it's the servo that has the 1 screw goes through the middle.
Yeah, so that's for 24th and 18th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have one of them in my my Red Cat. I think in my or my son's Jeep actually has it. His tracks.
But I'd buy the V1 for sure, man, because the 2-speed servo in the V1 is a regular size servo, so it's easier to replace that with a good servo. These mini servos are kind of hard to get hold up, you know.
Yeah.
You're talking to a bunch of people that know that.
Yeah, exactly.
You're talking to one. There's one.
Yeah, I've replaced quite a bit.
There's one.
Now this thing held up for 4 hours in the water the other day. I mean, I was in nasty stuff. This Endura,
Right.
it's a JS2065 is the part number, but it didn't fit right in the mount either. I had to modify the servo mount to get the servo into that HB, but it don't fit the tractors either. So it didn't fit my TRX6 because I bought one of these. They had these on Amazon for like $7, and I was like, "Damn, you can't $7, bro! You can't beat that."
Right, you can't beat that.
Well,
I mean,
yeah, you can't beat that. That's a hell of a price.
no, and I mean, it don't get hot like the factory HB servos. Like, even with the servo savers, the spring-loaded servo savers that come on that, just go out and run it for like an hour or something, and you touch the servo cases, and they feel warm.
Right.
Really?
Yeah, like I don't know why the HB changed all that because. See, the original one had all regular full-size servos, you know, but they didn't have a locking diff. But, you know, I mean, they should have just kept that same design. You don't really need locking diffs. I mean, not really.
Right.
I mean, it's a problem.
That's the one thing about the 24s I like is the worm gears where you're locked, you know what I mean? Your front end's locked, your rear end's locked. Yeah, sucks on your turning angle and shit. But there's ways to get around that.
I think the HB has a better. I think the axles, the sub axles and stuff in the portals are actually. I think they're better than my TRX4. My TRX4 because I've had them apart. The HB actually has all stainless steel shit in them, and they're like even all that running in water and shit for me hasn't showed any rust at all.
Really?
Yeah, great.
Yeah, like my TRX4s, I have to tear them apart and clean them and service the bearings and shit. And the bearings in that HB and all that shit ain't showed no rust. And dude, it's lived in the water. I mean, I've had it in the mud, the water. I beat the piss out of that poor thing.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I want it for, just for trailing around and beating the snot out of it.
I love mine, man. I mean, that's probably very little bit of brass on that thing, and I mean, it's really surprising. I think the shocks actually work a little bit better on it than the TRX4. The TRX4, I don't really like the factory shock springs that come on those TRX4s. They're a little too stiff,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like you can take my HB Bronco out and run it with like the TRX4 Sport with the cage on the back, and I've got a lot more weight with that SUV body, and the HB climbs better. It holds the weight better. For some reason, I mean, I don't know. It has to be the shocks because everything else is the same.
Right.
Yeah, the big T, they rust just looking at water.
Oh, so the Chevrolet made by Chevrolet then.
There you go. Because my HB hasn't shown any rust either, and I've driven it in the rain numerous times since I've had it.
Yeah.
You actually drive trucks?
Sometimes.
Okay. All right. I'm just making sure.
Oh, you're joining the hate club for me not driving. I'm not doing enough
Hey,
driving.
by golly, somebody got to help stay small. I mean, I got his six. I got you back, bud.
I know he rides my ass like we're married.
I'm telling you. Well, hey, he's got a lot of time invested in that damn course. He's watched it for years. I got a little bit less time, but I can still bitch at you.
I need that every now and again.
I know we all do. And see,
Hey,
where I'm
Gerry,
like, I'm
I'll
not
see if
married anymore. I ain't got to worry about it.
I'll see if I can send you a link where I bought the brass for my JT6. I got the brass for $9 for that JT6.
Really?
Yeah, and it didn't take it. It only took it a week to get here.
Damn.
Yeah,
It's the counterweight. It's the counterweight brass for your front knuckle, and it comes with two sets. It comes with the front counterweight, and it comes with the standard brass for your back. But it was only $9, and it's like I think 120, may even been more than 128 ounce. I can't remember. It was pretty heavy.
yeah, Crosses comes with two sets of extra. You can put an extra
Yeah.
ring on it for the weight,
Yeah.
but man, they want $50 for that.
Yeah.
Well, this is the same as the Cross, but it's only $9. I don't I can't remember what the company's name. It's the Cross stuff actually says Cross engraved in the brass. This don't say anything, but it fits right on like perfect. I mean, I think it's the same company that probably manufactures the brass.
Right.
For Cross. They just don't, and it was like $9.86 shipped to my door for an entire kit.
Damn.
That's
It
what I
literally
like.
took it a week to get here, man. It's shipped from the U.S. It's shipped from Kentucky.
Right.
Nice.
Right. So I got that little 16 scale key truck coming finally, and we're gonna do a little build off using this truck. If anybody wants in on it, I know me and Ian from RCOCM are in on it. I think Waffles is gonna get in. Gerry, you gonna get in on it?
On what?
Building those key trucks.
I
The
don't.
little key truck.
Key trucks.
Yeah. Little Chinese little trucks, mini trucks.
I don't think I've even ever heard of them.
Oh.
The WL?
Oh, the WLs?
Yeah. Well, it's like a WPL. It's not a WPL. It's a
The drift truck or the?
it's the cab over. Hold on, I'll show you as soon as I figure out where it's at.
I gotta get going.
Yeah, this one.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah, it's super toy grade and it's 2-wheel drive. But you can do just about anything you want to it. It's not really like a build off, but we're just doing a bunch of building, just see what the hell we can do with them. Do whatever you
If I
want
can,
with it.
Hey, Nate.
if I can get one, I've been trying to get them.
Well, it says mine's in country.
Nathan.
I'll send you the link.
Where'd you order it from?
AliExpress.
They won't ship it to me.
They won't-
Everyone I looked at, they won't ship it to me.
They won't ship them to. I couldn't get them to ship to me either,
Guys.
Gerry.
I gotta get going.
Hey, all right, buddy. Hey, appreciate you.
Yeah.
Have a good one.
You guys
And,
have a good night.
Yeah, man.
Enjoy it all.
Get
See
you
you guys.
home. We'll hopefully have that tank with you. Yeah, man. He's done a lot of work on that tank, guys. I mean, like took parts of the air vent cage over the back, cut it, made it to where it's an opening, useful door for the smoke machine and other stuff. He
Nice.
put attention to detail. He's about like Alex with that kind of stuff. Boy, wait, I wish y'all would have seen just a little bit of a tilted back picture of that Ford truck, but you know.
Only a select few.
I just like giving you hell, brother, because that thing is going to be awesome.
Yeah.
But,
I'm hoping.
also got something new. Thanks to Mr. Earle. It is a helicopter transmitter and receiver that does work 4-wheel steer for PMAX and Bullet. We've already checked.
And you got the ESC and motor too.
Sound like you're in a tunnel.
You got the ESC and brushless motor too.
Yeah, I know. I was getting ready to say that. Spoiler.
I know you got Alzheimer's, so you know the whole podcast.
I got no timers. I got no timers. It's gone. Whistles in between my ears and goes out. But yeah, I've got a shit, where'd it go? That's not it. That's not it either. Where the hell to go? Oh shit! There it is. It's a oh shit! I can't remember what kV it says. 3800 kV with a 20 amp ESC with it. That is going to power the airboat, the big airboat. Well, the 1/10 airboat, probably.
Nice.
Maybe 12th, 1/16. Considering I'm making an airboat, I don't need a rewind switch because they don't work. You know, airboats don't have rewind. You push them off. They do, but they don't. Really, Granny, you put one of them into a JD delivery truck with wheelie bars. That's complete.
The size of these receivers are insane, man.
Hold on. There you go. And that's them 4-channel from Fly Sky, right?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Takes up no room whatsoever.
Hell yeah. That little old fucker.
Yeah, I'm glad I learned to solder on backwards instead of the way they have them advertised. This pin would be on the bottom side going out that way.
Right.
So it makes it like this long.
Right. So you're giving up a little bit of, you're taking out a lot of length for giving up a little bit of height.
Yeah, it would be the same height either way.
Right. I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These were I got on AliExpress also. I've got a 4-pack of them, and they were dirt cheap, man. They weren't even $10 a piece.
Hell yeah. That's awesome. But yeah, I hooked this thing up, this helicopter motor up to a damn battery and receiver the other day and started it up, and this son of a bitch moves.
She's quick.
Yeah, boy. Yeah. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, she'll move an airboat for fucking sure.
Hold on, Bill.
Yeah, put the link in the chat. I'm gonna jump off. I gotta get to bed, man. I gotta get up for work, but
Do what?
I said I'm gonna hop off here. I gotta get up in 5 hours, 5.5 hours to work. So
All right, bub. Well, I knew you'd stay up and hang out for a little bit anyway before you turned into a woman. I got you, brother. Hey, thank you, brother. Love you. Be careful.
I will, man. Love you all too.
All right, man. There's the link, Bill. Did you get it? There he is. Oh shit! Hold on. Damn it. There he is.
There he is.
Everybody, Mr. Arizona Desert Rider.
How you doing?
What's going on, Bill?
Not much. How are you?
How you been?
I've
Staying
been all right. Got a couple.
Staying dry out there?
Staying dry, staying super dry. You know.
Right.
Keep my head sort of glued on. You know.
All right.
You watching the show?
Yeah, we're
So what
gonna
you
do
been
a
working
quick,
on?
we're going to do a quick Mr. Bill show.
Hell yeah.
So, we want to do a quick product review, if you don't mind.
All right, go right ahead.
Dude, this coffee cup, it works. It holds coffee. You can put crap on it. It's got a handle. And we'll do an unboxing too.
Does it leak?
From the same fella, you know, that 24 Sasquatch looking sucker.
Yeah.
I don't know. I get my color's a little washed, I'm thinking right now. Give me a second. Let me try.
Yeah, mine is too, but y'all don't really care what I look like, so I ain't worried about it.
Let me try and get this color a little better for you. Give me a second real quick. I don't know if that's going to help or not. Oh, well.
There you got a little bit of.
The box is a nice pink blue. I don't know if you're all catching that because of my lighting.
Right.
But very nice pink bluish box. And then he sends you this really nice scale. See how bright it is? It's really that bright. It really is that bright. It's a scale pink carp is all I can figure. I don't know what scale, but I guess you could use that for something at some point.
Right.
Anyway, dude, these blue, dang it, the color is just, that is not working at all. That sucks. The blue on these, have you seen it on his site? Let me get it up close for you.
Okay, yep, the Muse.
I'm trying to get it where you can see what I'm doing here. They're very nice finish on them, and I'm assuming just like all the other Mias, axles are going to steer real fine. And you know, you get some silly stickers and crap. The scale stickers, pretty cool.
Hell yeah.
Anyway, I'm gonna throw out a quick other little thing because you got all these old fellas that have been around, you know, and I've only been around like a couple months.
Well, I've only been around about as long as you, but you know what? We still know some other stuff.
I took a Mofo Ford Fjord and stuck a Mofata bed on it and painted it red and silver.
No kidding. That looks pretty killer.
And I'm going to throw you a red, white, and blue challenge. By the 4th of July, you got to build a truck red, white, and blue.
I already did.
All right. Well, you're ahead of the game.
Yeah.
I'll give you a sneak preview of the parts. I'm going to go ahead and use that titanium mofo monster truck chassis.
Right.
And some monster truck wheels. And a red Mias motor tranny combo. And, if I get enough people respond to, who's this guy we're watching? By God, Wes, what is it?
WB Rednecks RS.
Let's put this challenge on his channel because I don't really have a channel. I'm just an idiot playing cars.
Hey, I can help you out with that if anybody wants to get on.
We'll do a red, white, and blue truck challenge, and if if we get like 10 people say that they'll jump in, I will not use the blue Mias axles. I will use the new Spider 9s on my red, white, blue monster truck build.
There you go. But by the 4th of July, that's awful quick build.
Dude, oh, come on, man. You could throw one together in like an hour from what's on your bench.
Well, I've got sandwiches.
It doesn't even have to be 20. It doesn't even have to be a new build. It doesn't have to be a new build. You just throw some red, white, and blue love out there for us, all right?
Well, I got red, white, and blue on sandwich already.
There we go.
Because I got the white and the red on the cab and got the blue chassis.
You get us a red, white, and blue challenge, we'll make Earl the judge, or Granny. We'll make Granny the judge. We'll make Granny the judge, and everyone's got to have a red, white, and blue car on your next. When's your next one?
Don't know yet. Maybe
before the 4th of July, or on the 4th of
yeah,
July.
Probably. Maybe before 4th of July, I'm sure. What is 4th of July? 2 weeks? No, a week.
Heck, it's like 6 days away, man.
Yeah, 5 days away. 6. Yeah.
Put the pressure on them. I know these guys already got a red truck and a blue truck. They're thinking what they got in their background. I see a blue truck right there. It's a 6x6. Yeah. And it's red too. He's even got the red. All he needs is a little bit of white.
Yep. And then let's see here.
I just like stirring the pot, guys. I just like stirring the pot. This is not a real challenge.
There's a blue one. There's a blue one.
I'm assuming you might be able to.
There's a red one up here somewhere.
Picture on his website.
I know there's a red one around somewhere. See, there's a K. Oh, see, that's a cheater K5 there.
There you go. It's even got red reflectors, right?
There we go. Hell yeah. Alex?
I ain't got nothing.
You don't have anything red, do you? No, your Power Wagon's red, ain't it?
Power Wagon's green.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. And I don't have no parts to put a rig together.
He does have a blue
body. But if you had something white so on them blue ones that you're building.
What's that?
I said you could throw something white on the blue ones you're building.
Well, the die cast are blue and white, but I ain't got no red.
Right. Now, Granny, you ain't got to worry about pissing anybody off. We ain't really talking about judging anything.
Oh, no. This is all for fun. This is all for funs.
Yeah. So you could do it roasting us if you want. We don't care. That way you don't get nobody mad at you. Just give us all hell. We're used to it. I mean, anybody been hanging around with me, they know they better get used to it anyway.
You could just tell us the colors don't translate down under correctly.
Right.
They're inverted. We're all purple.
All the blood runs to their head all the time instead of to their other places.
Whoa. It goes other places?
Yeah. Like
learn something every day.
Elbows.
Ooh.
To your elbows and behind your knee.
What's here?
Does it have to be a truck body?
Do what?
Does it have to be a truck body?
It could be a boat, a motorcycle, a hovercraft, a helicopter.
As long as it's controlled by a transmitter, huh?
Well, just red, white, and blue, man. That thing is that is.
That's the one that's infecting all his other trucks. With the ghost.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's the part I kept saying. Man, you got a ghost in your daggone in your truck. You got something green glowing in there. Well, where I was 24 scale mostly, I wasn't used to 110 scale ESCs having the green
glow
light. I was used to red.
There you go.
Done. I got it.
Yep, got
he
the
done. He did
cheater
it.
rig. That's sweet.
He said, really a rig?
America.
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 Hell yeah. But yeah, that's the one I always said that Dungeon had that was infecting all of his daggone trucks because of that green light. Nobody could pay attention. Nobody could figure out what I was talking about. I think it took his buddy Chris about 3 weeks of me saying it and telling him what I was talking about for him to figure it out. He was going through some pain and stuff right then. How is he doing anyway? He getting better?
He's got to have another surgery, I think, next month. So he wanted to go out tonight with that spot where I went, but we didn't get a chance to. It got late, man, and I'm telling you what, I was fried from the heat, bro. It was hot here.
Yeah, it wasn't as hot as it has been here today, but it was still pretty muggy. You know, it's the humidity, not the heat.
Well, I went out Saturday for like 5-6 hours, man, filming and shit, and man, I was done. Between that and a cookout earlier today, I was outside all day in it, and I was done.
Oh yeah, yeah. So I've been working on something else too. It's a little different than crawlers, but I've been working on a short course truck that I've been doing some testing with. It's got a Red Cat 37 kV motor in it, 3700 kV motor, brushless. It's a Cent. It's a Mega Centon that's been upgraded, but not the transmission or anything. I took it out because I'm only getting 33 mile an hour with this, with a 21 tooth pinion. So I put the brushed motor back in it, which was a 21 turn T motor. Yeah, 21 Titan brushed motor. And I didn't have a slipper clutch tightened all the way, and I was getting frustrated with that. Well, I tightened it up, and it started to work. It was about as fast as this Red Cat motor, but just not there. So
I thought you had brushless in that.
Huh?
I thought you had brushless in that.
Yeah, I took it out and put the brushed in to see what the real difference was in speed on it, and there wasn't that much difference. You could tell that there was a difference, but it wasn't that much to really tell.
Won't your brushless run 4S?
This one, the ESC will not. I don't think.
Really?
No, actually, the ESC might. No, 2 and 3S.
I thought all because that's got a Red Cat system in it.
It's got the Red Cat with that Hobby Wing ESC.
It's only a 60 amp ESC, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Yeah, it's a it's a 10 BL60. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the 120 is what you need to run 4S on the Hobby Wings on those. Yeah.
Well, these tires looked like these whenever I got this truck. So I've been running the hell out of it. But I put the Red Cat motor back in it the other night and went to go test it out with me and Jason and Alex. And put it down. I hit the gas one time and it went. And I went to hit the brake. Well, I forgot that unplugging the ESC. Man, I probably had to reset it or reprogram it. Because to begin with, the truck had the forward, neutral, and then stop and reverse, to where you had to double click the reverse to get it going reverse. Well, I'd unplugged the ESC for a bit and plugged it back in. I guess it went back to factory setting or whatever. And I went to hit brakes, and it wasn't brakes, it was reverse. It broke my damn slipper clutch assembly. What you got there? Is that little baby bear? There's a little baby bear.
You're being attacked by a Wookiee.
That's my teddy bear.
Yeah.
They're all calm.
I don't like being soloed out on camera. I'm leaving. He said that wasn't in my contract, damn it. But
you're over there. What are you doing?
He said we got to rework this contract. Something's wrong.
Come on. Up here.
And since I'm making this my FPV filming camera truck, I did some redneckification to my mount because I had it just sticky glued or glued to the outside of the shell. Well, every time I'd wreck it, it'd go pew pew pew. There goes my camera. Well,
Yeah, I watched that video.
I put a piece of board underneath it, a couple pieces, put me a screw through that hole on that bracket, through that board, and glued the board to the truck too. And the external case has been getting rough, but it's been taking it. It's somewhere. Huh. I don't know what I did, but it's just action camera, waterproof case. It's taking it pretty good, but as you can tell, I got me a little feller on there, and he just a little old squishy feller. And in the camera view, you can see him. He's got the big old bugged out eyeballs, and them antennas are just whipping in the wind. It's cool. But yeah, this is the Sinton. It's in the Traxxas / I promise. It just sort of similarly looks like it. It simulates. See, it's a Sinton. It says it right there.
That looks custom.
Yeah, hey, I'm telling you, bud. That's one of them 55-foot paint jobs.
5 foot.
Yeah. Hey, I didn't think I did too awful bad for not having any tape line on it. I got it pretty even.
These people up here.
Not bad. You can't see both sides at the same time anyway. Ain't that right, Gerry?
Exactly.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that's what I've been working on. Anybody in the chat, y'all been working on anything? Granny, what you been working on? There's 15 in the chat. Everybody, howdy. Make sure you like, subscribe, and go to these guys' channels and subscribe them too. I will put their links in there. I don't know if I could do it right at this moment or not. No, I can't. I'm not smart enough not to close out the damn chat or the damn live. I'd end up kicking us all off. Now, what's that CJ you got there?
Bite your tongue.
It's
I'm sorry, that's one of them. That's one of them wannabe CJs. That's a Wrangler.
Wrangler.
same thing as a CJ tub.
I know.
All right, let's do this.
I'm not a Jeep guy, if you can't tell.
Like me a Jeep, man. Like me a Jeep.
Oh, I know. I'm just giving y'all hell. I just ain't never owned one.
I've owned too many. No,
You still own a few, don't you?
cover on there.
How many you still got?
I got 2 YJs and a CJ5.
Right.
I got the OG Jeep, AMC CJ5 with 360 in it.
Right. Earl's still in the chat. He says, I have one of those in my driveway.
I got 2 sitting up at the road.
Look out, y'all. There's that crazy feller. Psycho 13 Garage. What's up, Dirk? Is that a Michigan, what that is?
Yep, that's the Michigan with
Okay. Thanks,
custom
Walker.
flat fenders on it. On leaf.
Earl's looks just like that. His 1-to-1.
Yep, mine too, but it's green.
Hell yeah. Now, what size figures do you usually use in your 10 scales?
The Michigan's not really 10 scale.
Yeah,
it's more.
Like 8 scale, ain't it?
But that is a 19. That's like a 1980s GI Joe here
Okay,
in
before
the.
they went with the small ones, so those are the 10-inch, something like that, 11.
I think he was like 10 and a half, 11 inches, I think, tall, and he fits right in the Michigan.
Right, right.
And then the cowboy guy that's in that side, he was right at or just a little under 10 inches. But the GI Joe guys are about perfect scale.
Right.
I mean, for driver wise, if you're looking at something for the Michigan, they fit. If you can get one, I got lucky, man. Those GI Joe guys sell for stupid money on eBay and
Oh
stuff.
yeah,
But I got
especially if
that.
they're the OG 70s and 80s ones. Yeah.
Yeah, this was I think it was like 79 or 80 was stamped on his bottom foot or whatever. But he came
Right.
with a bunch of accessories. I got that for $3.
Oh, fucks.
Damn. I know that whenever I started playing with GI Joes as a kid at like 82 or 83, they'd already went down to the little ones.
Yeah,
It makes it
my
big.
other truck. I mean, the like the RC four-wheel drive stuff, you can't use any bigger than really a 6-inch figure in most of those guys. Even like the wrestling guys and stuff are
Right.
kind of big for them. But I got some laying. I think I got one laying here.
I would say I can get
Yeah.
mine. If not, I know where he's at. He's buried in. He got tires fell over on him.
I have a CJ grill I have to send you for that too, Gerry, somewhere.
What does it come with a new hood too?
Yeah, it's a hood, grill, front fenders. It's everything to swap over a Michigan to a CJ7.
No way.
Yeah,
Where'd you
because
get
I was
that
gonna.
at?
Unit. No, that didn't come from Fred. It came from. I can't remember, man. I did a trade and got that Michigan I just had on here. And then one of the guys that he was friends with had printed the CJ7 stuff and got a hold of me and asked me if I wanted it. And I was like, yeah. And he just mailed it to me. But it's
Yeah, 'cause
printed out of resin.
Oh,
I
really?
just did this one. This is like my 1-to-1. It's the same exact color on my 7.
I remember you tearing that apart, man. Those Michigans are a pain in the ass.
Oh, you ain't lying. And then I managed to find one of my youngest, his original GI Joe. I spray painted his jacket. Now it's Calvin, and he's wearing an FMS hat.
Hey,
that's your favorite brand.
Yeah, and it actually has. Oh, wait a minute. Shoot. It actually says Night Customs on it instead of. Holy crap! Because it's almost out of juice.
That's way too much.
How the hell that thing ran down so low? That's weird. There we go.
You better
Weird.
now?
I guess. I don't know. My phone was charged when he started.
Must not be plugged into a circuit that's must be.
No, I ran the whole time. I ran the whole almost 3 hours last time when I didn't charge it.
Right. So I know maybe
But
some of y'all
that's the size figure you need for like the RC four-wheel drive. That's about maxed out height wise to get in and out without doing any modifications or anything. So that's about 6-inch figure.
them.
No, I buy the they're kind of expensive, but I buy the GI Joe classified series for the RC four-wheel drive trucks because they'll go right in them. Them guys that cut them and stuff. I don't really like to cut them because they're so expensive. Because that GI Joe stuff later, man, they
Yeah, be
discontinue
worth
that
money.
shit. And you can, yeah. I mean, I just sold 2 of mine a while back on eBay that I had bought and had sitting over here didn't use, and I bought 2 sets of tires for what I sold those 2 classified series guys for.
Shit, really? What's up, Nas? What's going on, brother? Well, I've been working on a little something else coming in. Y'all haven't seen on the channel.
Oh, the bullet, yeah.
Yeah, this is Sandwich's brother. Sorry, I got the top off of it right now where I've been fitting it for the motor and such. But yeah, there you go.
I like that.
125-inch or 125 millimeter
Slithers.
It runs a carrier bearing. I have C10 front and rear drive shaft and a deadbolt front drive shaft with a carrier bearing in it. Yeah. And Nathan Warner, the guy that makes these chassis, made me a stand since I've been helping him, test these trucks out and stuff. And made me a 24 scale stand that has magnets on these coins to where they can take them off, and height's adjustable.
Very cool.
Well, for whenever I got bullet on there, I got bullet.
Nice.
Whenever I got nothing falling out of my hands, I got the shooter chassis for sandwich, or shooter for sandwich. And whenever I'm not working on any one of them, I got my West Virginia Rednecks RS logo. That's pretty sweet, ain't it? Pretty cool.
He did a good job on that. He did a good job on that.
He did. Ian got one, and Sean Unicorn from Shiggy RC, he got one as well. I don't know why I keep missing that. Oh, I'm trying to put it on the wrong side. That's why he made them like that, so you couldn't flip them around. I got you. Thank you, Nas. Thank you. He's also made me a BOA mount for Sandwich and Bullet both. For the X15s, they fit right on the X15 mofo axles. That's pretty cool. He knows that, he knows me. I like putting the battery on the axle because that's easy place to put a lot of weight. Real easily to fix your weight problems. And now, like I said, I'll have to move it back. I was just checking that mount to make sure that it worked. If I want that to be a Class 2 truck, I'll have to, of course, take that mount off there and put a regular mount on it, or a regular battery spot for it. But it is what it is. I don't care.
So they're all running circle rules down there at the crawl zone then.
Pretty much. I know that that Sebastian, the one that's running the comp down there in the middle of Charleston every other Sunday, the cow compound, he's got their stiff rules, real stiff rules. So it must be something like Sorka or something that's even more stiff penalties than them.
Yeah, I wanted to get into, because I got these 2 comp trucks up here that I put together. I was thinking about running down there and running them sometime, but man, those rules get to be such a pain in the butt.
Yeah, like I know on some of the Sorka rules for the Class 2, your bumper has to be even with the front and rear of your tires.
Yeah.
And not so far down or so far up or whatever. Like I said, BOA makes it Class 3. 4-wheel steer makes it a Class 3. Over a certain size tire makes it a Class 3.
They probably don't run many leaf trucks down there, I don't figure, for like class 0 or class 1.
Well, they've got class 1 stock class, and it's pretty much got to be stock. That kid that I showed in the video of the last comp that I went to, the one that had the silver truck, he was running a stock truck in class 2 and did good. I mean, made it. You know, it's pretty much.
But they're probably not running like super scale or whatever, though. I don't imagine. Probably.
I don't think. I would have to. I asked TJ if he wanted to come on tonight, but he was too wore out from working on his dad's truck all day.
Well, hey guys, Mama's yelling at me for dinner, so I got to get off here.
All right, brother. I think we'll probably all do that here pretty soon too. Anyway, because Diesel's wanting to go out. It is late over here. Yeah, it's already 1:30 here.
Oh, it's so late for you guys. It's 8:30 for me.
Yeah. Well, hey, brother, thanks for coming on. And you game to do this maybe once or twice a month?
Sure.
All right. Cool.
I like Saturdays better.
Right, I normally do too, but I had to work yesterday.
Nice meeting you.
I didn't, dude. You couldn't. They were pumping in sunshine to this wedding because I didn't have any service at all with my phone, and I had to be either inside to get to the Wi-Fi, and I was like, "Nah, this ain't happening." But I got some.
That's Virginia.
I got some badass video. I'll be putting out here in the next couple days.
Nice. Well, I've been enjoying your last stuff.
Hi.
I said I've been enjoying your last stuff.
Thank you. I'm getting better. Working on my thumbnails, stuff like that. And I'm going to do me an intro video, sort of like Dungeon's got one there. I don't know if I'm going to go that cool with graphics or not, but
I thought the graphics was cool.
Thanks, Granny.
All right, I'm out, man. I'm melting out here. Y'all have a good
night, Girl Scout.
Thanks, Swampers.
Yeah.
All right, we're going.
Where am I?
Bye, old guys.
Bye, bud. Yeah.
Peace out, guys.
You out too, Dungeon?
Later.
All right, bud.
All right, guys. Later.
Later.
Well, Alex, I guess we can tell everybody bye too and get the hell off here.
It don't matter.
We'll show them the bottom of
that. It don't matter to me, whichever way you feel.
Yeah, you're right, Nas. He does some insane shit. But yeah, I like those axles you were showing there. I think they're gonna be pretty smooth. I like how they're the way they're made. You know, the pumpkin looks like it's not as profound as on TRX4 and on the SCX24. Looks rounder, lower profile.
I mean, it's TRX 4M axles. So.
Right. All right, well, guys, we're going to jump off here. Thank y'all for stopping by, and really appreciate every one of you. Nas, thank you very much, brother. And yeah, screw you, Nas. Oh, Granny, screw you. Let's go with my truck. Yep. Thanks, guys. We had a good time tonight. And if I don't see y'all before it rains, fuck you. And I don't see you before mating season piss on you. Y'all keep straight out there, Girl Scouts. Later.
Have a good one.